Welcome to a full day of eating. What's up guys, this is Nick, aka Crohn's Lifter, coming at you with a full day of eating. Starting here with meal one, and I'll get into a little of the specifics and some of the supplements and stuff later on. First meal, big breakfast, coming out of the gate, a lot of protein. 5 ounces of cooked ground beef, draining off the fat. I'm kind of just letting that sit in the fridge in a big container and cooking it up, getting it warmed up on the pan before I add the eggs and the egg whites. 3 whole eggs, 200 grams of whites from a carton. And as I'm letting those cook, I get the cream of rice weighed out and take some boiling water, add that on top, and try to find the right consistency, which is always the hardest part. Got some sugar-free syrup, a dash of cinnamon, about a tablespoon, about 2 to 3 tablespoons of stevia sugar-free, calorie-free sweetener. Mix it all in there nice and well, coming out to about 1,000 calories in this meal one. Got a photo here of how it turns out. Things are in a hold phase right now, so calories are right at about maintenance, maybe just below. So meal 2 is coming in pretty basic. You're not a bodybuilder if you're not having chicken and rice, am I right? A solid 8 ounces cooked, just pulled right out of the fridge in a big container. Taking some sharp as fuck meat scissors, getting them all cut up until I get exactly 8 ounces, and then throwing it into the air fryer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let it heat up. Now, I've gotten used to putting the oil on the chicken before I heat it up, so I can weigh it out exactly. Here I'm also weighing out the amount of salt needed, the daily allowance right now at about 8 to 10 grams. And on the side, instead of a side of rice, I ended up just weighing out some Rice Krispie cereal, and then adding some almond milk, the unsweetened original kind. I'll also be throwing in my morning subs with this meal, and then having my evening subs later on with my post-workout shake. This is my pre-workout meal. I guess this is around 5 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m. Same amount of chicken weighed out in the same way on top of the scale. But before throwing it in the air fryer, I take these organic sweet potato fries, weigh out 7 ounces right now, my pre-workout meal, and cook those up, get those nice and soft before adding the chicken and warming it up. So it keeps it easy to clean all in one big container, and then I just throw it in that big ceramic bowl you see. And depending on my digestion level, if I'm dealing with too much indigestion that day or not, I'll add 100 grams of frozen pineapple, add a little bit of water, blend it up in a small 8-ounce cup in a bullet blender, and sip on that while I'm eating this meal. And I don't know if it's the sweet potatoes that causes me the distress all the time, but sometimes when adding the pineapple can be a little too much. Add another bit of salt before pre-workout, and you got the best pre-workout meal. Also gonna give a shout out to my coach Tommy in his shoulder training video. Next up is the post-workout shake, which just starts with 1 full frozen banana thrown in right in the bottom. And I have to give a shout out to True Nutrition here, and a big thanks to Scott over at Think Big Bodybuilding Media for his code THINK. I use 2 supplements here from True Nutrition, 55 grams of beef isolate protein, so no whey, and about 100 grams of highly branched cyclic dextrin carbohydrates. This is what it looks like. Last meal to wrap things up before bed is actually combined. And I've already taken my evening sup, so this is the last stuff that I'm going to eat before bed, maybe have a sugar-free soda. I double up on that ground beef and eggs here for the last meal, so it's basically a serving of protein from each. 1 whole egg, 200 grams of whites, 7 ounces of ground beef going down to get heated up. And instead of rice again, I'm going to add some kimchi and some cinnamon on top of the Rice Krispies on the side. Thank you for watching.